Now, explanation. As the chapter starts, the author describes the night. It was hot and raining outside. He was sleeping in the veranda. The author was around 20 and earning livelihood. He was a responsible man. Shortly, a Tonga would come and take him to the railway station, and there he would catch the train for Bombay, and then a ship would take him to England. England was his workplace. Here he lived in small bungalow which belonged to his grandfather. It cherished memories of his grandfather, which the author reflects in his vacant moments. When he awoke, he smelled the rain. It struck him that he had to go. A girl was standing in the garden, and she was staring at him. When the author looked at the girl, he got startled and simply jumped out of the bed. She was a small girl with big and black eyes. She was tying a red ribbon on her pigtail. She was as fresh as the morning rain. The author greeted her and tried to put her at ease. She was reserved and answered his greetings with brief nod. The author asked if he could do anything for her and if she belonged to the same place. The girl affirmed that she stayed there with her parents, but she could live alone too. While talking to the little girl, the author forgot that he was a man of 20 and talked her as if he were of her same age. The author told him that he too liked to do things on his own, like her. He further asked her if she wanted to go to England. The girl replied she wanted to go everywhere. Then the author asked her the reason to visit the place. The girl said that she wanted some flowers, but they were out of her reach as the tree was surrounded by a pool. The climb was easy for the author. He climbed the tree and tried to break the branch, but it was hard to be broken off. He had to twist it several times. Finally, he managed to drop the flowering branch to the girl. The climbing on the tree made him feel sudden nostalgic for his childhood, and he desired to stay back in the grandfather's house and spend his entire life lost in the mesh of memories of the good old days. But he was alone there and would have nothing to do if he stayed there. The author asked the girl about her best friend. The girl replied that the cook in the house was her best friend, as he let her stay in the kitchen. On having asked about the second best friend, the girl thought for a while and said that she would like to make the author her second best friend. The author was happy to be her second best friend. Meanwhile, a Tonga arrived to take the author to the station. He sought the help of the little girl to pack up his suitcase. He was reluctant to leave as his heart stuck in the peaceful surrounding of the place. He packed few things in the suitcase, locked all the doors, and would leave the keys to the guard. He had already given the instructions to the agent to sail out the house. The Tonga was ready to depart. The girl was standing at the side of the path. The author assured to see her again. To this, the girl responded positively and smiled. She was carrying a sprig of coral blossom. As she waved the author goodbye, the coral tree blossomed fell apart. Her ribbon loosened, but she was looking as fresh as rain.